dragons of the north, dragons of the south, dragons of the east and dragons of the west. Please do know that I surpassed my test. And one day I can get to rest. Please, my dragon, my lord. I will surpass my test. This is not something that I found in some kind of book. This is something that comes from the heart. And sometimes it's very poetic that I tell my dragons something that rhymes like that. But sometimes, yeah, I've talked a lot about light and dark and how it can affect your life on the dragon's path. And it affects us very much. I made this video because I've seen sometimes how my brothers and sisters sometimes suffer from the dragon's path, and that is very much possible. Like I said before, some of us have been through something that is called the dragon realms. We have seen it, we have experienced it, and now we have lived. We live here, and we don't accept that sometimes. And sometimes with everything that happens to us here in a negative way, it's just another hit on your face, another darkness that hits your face. You have seen the light, now you're in the darkness again. Actually, no, it's not really darkness. You have seen your light, you have seen your light, you have seen your vision, you have seen yourself, you have seen your world, you have seen your spirits. And yeah, of course you want to experience this more, you want to be there more, and now you are here in a balanced world. And that is the thing. If you see too much of the light, you want to stay in the light, you are blinded by it. And if you come here again, you will face the darkness again, and you will face the darkness, and the dragon will help you with that, but you will face it. And sometimes this can cause depressions. Sometimes this can cause darkness to overwhelm you. And sometimes these depressions can be very, very hard and difficult to face too. I mean, I had this myself in these depressions. And I had this, I mean, for example, I cut myself back in the day, 14 years ago. Don't do that, by the way. But I was in a trance. I was just very far away, actually. I was blinded by dragon light. It was so amazing. It was blinding me, because no one else can see this. This is just the ones who are with draconic energy and the dragon's energy around them. They are blinded by it because it's so beautiful. That is why I say the dragon's energy is the purest thing that nature could ever created. So in a way, then we can see this light, and this light is sometimes blinding us. That is why some of our dragons decide not to show this light, because this can be very, very dangerous if you have to return to this place. I've seen it, and some of my brothers and sisters have seen it as well. And these people sometimes suffer. It's not because you have seen it and you are living here that you will. Of course you have the experience, you have it, but you have to fight against yourself after this, against your humanity, and discover it even more, exploring the darkest part of your very own energy. The dragon's path is not all about rituals and magic. It's also about discovering yourself, your own energy and your spirit. And the dragon, of course. Because we are, as the unlikely witches, we are not searching to become a witch, we are searching actually for the dragon. And the dragon is also a part of ourselves and all of the darkness that goes with it. We have actually an energy that has a past with the dragon, and now every time when you see something and you experience something that this energy remembers, then this will come to you like, wow, a new chapter in my book, a new chapter in my life. This can cause a lot of depression, because after all, with all this draconic energy that we have, after all, in the end, we are also only human beings, and we have a lot of downsides. like an easy depression. We can overwhelm ourselves very easy by dark and light. Dragons are more prepared for this. They know this more than our human energy is. They are more prepared for this because they have more experience with this and they have a lot of more energy. So also the dark and light energy. The experience that the dragon has is you just cannot compare this to a human being, but you can of course learn from this. And that is why the dragon takes these risks to show us the light of the dragon. So if we come here, we don't have to be blinded. We just have to learn from it. That is what the dragon hopes from us, to learn and to experience, so that our draconic energy can open even more. We are not like I said, witches who just want to face with magic or spells or stuff like that and large books. No, we just want the dragon, and the dragon light is magic in itself, and that gives us the ability to do magic. And we don't even have to have a book for that, need a book for that. We don't have to. We just have to listen to ourselves and to the experiences that we have to light and dark, and the dragons that talk to us all the time. Light and dark is very difficult subject. They say good and evil. No, there is no good and evil. Light and dark are not good and evil. It's a balanced thing from nature. It's inside of us. It's not good, it's not evil. There are no evil dragons. I just explained it that my dragon actually has a very pure soul, but that is the way I see it. If someone who doesn't have draconic energy inside of themselves and are not born with the draconic energy around them or inside of them, they won't see it as the most purest thing ever. They will see it as nothing, or maybe as the devil. That can be too, but that's not true, of course. So yeah, many difficulties on our paths, and many tests that we have to endure, many of them, and some of them can cause that we fall into a large abyss. So be careful for that, my brothers and sisters, and be blessed.